Hello, I'm Benji. Got Alex
Hello.
and Lee. Do the Brady Bunch. Welcome to our Golden Globe recap show. Just full disclosure, we understand, we all know the Golden Globes mean virtually nothing, but it's all we got, so we're gonna enjoy it and just have fun with it and not make it any more than it really is. But hi, Amy.
Do they call these the Globies?
I believe they're called the Golden Globes.
Oh,
The Globies.
the Globies.
So we are going to look at it obviously from a Disney perspective. If you joined us on Clubhouse earlier, Lee and I both made picks, and in the end, I think Lee won. Hi, Kelly.
Sure did. So out of the 25 categories, I got 9 right and you got 8 right.
Okay.
So I don't think that's a passing grade, but you did all right.
Yeah, well, you know. So we're going to start there. I'll just get out of the way. On the TV side, Disney went Zippo. No FX, no Hulu. Not that ABC would ever get nominated for anything, but no ABC, no Disney Plus, nothing like that. So everything they won was on the film side, from one streaming service, one studio, and one animation studio. So we're going to start with Donna brings up a good point. If it's on the West Coast, if it's rebroadcasting now, you probably don't want to watch this then because we're going to talk about who won. But
and close Twitter.
So on the TV side, we're going to start with the Hulu. Hulu got an award for best motion picture drama. So it's a movie, but it's on Hulu for Andra Day for United States versus Billie Holiday, which happens to be our movie club selection for tomorrow. So we'll go all into it at 7:30 tomorrow Pacific. But Alex, what did you think of her performance in the film?
Her performance is amazing. I will say Billie Holiday, I knew mostly, I think, through audio only. I'm not too familiar with her visually. Obviously, she was a performer before like the music video era. So I don't even know what how much actual video footage of her there is in concert. But obviously the film is really her tumultuous life and covers a wide time frame. I feel like at least a decade is covered over the course of the film. So Andra Day has to portray her at various times in her life. Obviously, there's a lot of character changes in that. Also, I would say it's a very bold performance. It's a very brave one. There's a lot of sexuality explored in the film. And, she is oftentimes putting herself completely out there. So her performance was one of the standouts of that film. And I think she deserves her Golden Globe for it. And her speech was really sweet too. She seemed, genuinely shocked and had a huge family around her. That was definitely a highlight of watching the Golden Globes, the Globies this year anyway.
Yeah. And I mean, the production was a little rough, the show, not the movie. So it was nice to get those moments.
Yeah. Moving
on to our friends at Pixar, Soul, which was against Onward, as well as some other animated films, won for Best Animated Feature.
Oh, I thought something else won.
Soul?
I thought something called Saul.
Oh, that's right.
It was Saul.
Saul? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But it also won for Best Score with Jon Batiste, Atticus Ross, and Trent Reznor. Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails were also nominated for Mank, so they didn't split their vote. They won for this one, Soul, which is obviously, when you have a movie about music, you kind of have a leg out there.
You kind of hope the music's good enough to win an award.
So, in the award year, we had from Disney, we had Soul and Onward. What's your favorite of the two, Alex?
My favorite of the two as a story is Onward. I connected more with the brothers on a quest to kind of meet their dad, more so than the story about kind of the meaning of life. But I wouldn't say Soul doesn't deserve it. I still really enjoyed Soul. It's just, laser blaster to the head, Onward is the film I would rather watch again.
Lee?
Yeah, I'm on the same boat with Alex. I enjoyed Onward a lot more in terms of having fun, but Soul was a really great movie. I mean, I cried at the end. It was impactful.
Yeah, I might give the edge slightly to Soul just personally, but I would say I did see Over the Moon, which I thought was good, but not as good as Soul and Onward. Have not seen Wolfwalkers, which I believe is the Apple film that was nominated. But we're happy for the folks at Pixar. I didn't have to compete with Disney this year. They didn't have the brotherly fight. Or they had
they just had an internal fight.
Yep.
But, yeah. So, and then lastly, Searchlight from Disney, which Disney got as part of the acquisition, won 2 awards for Nomadland, including Chloe Zhao for Best Director, and then Nomadland itself for motion picture drama. Chloe Zhao also is directing Marvel's Eternals, which will come out eventually. So I guess she probably directed it like years ago at this point. But Alex, you got to now that once again that movie is already available on Hulu. So Alex, you got a chance to check it out. What do you think?
Yeah, Nomadland is great. It's pacing wise, I was kind of surprised. Not that I've seen the other films that were nominated in the category. I was a little bit surprised at one because I would say Nomadland has some pacing issues. But the real standout for me for Nomadland was the performance of having a brain fart on the name Frances McDormand. So I was kind of surprised she didn't win Best Actress because her performance to me is what really kind of held that film together. But in terms of the directing award, I would say that was very deserving for Chloe Zhao. Just the way, particularly the cinematography of the film, and you have these very intimate scenes filmed inside of a van where this woman lives. But then you juxtapose that with these beautiful sunset shots out in the desert where it's, earth tones mixed with, bright oranges and yellows in the sky. It's a beautifully shot film. It's a beautiful film in general. For me, it just had some pacing issues, which is why I downgraded a little bit. And I was, I personally am not expecting it to win an Oscar, but a nomination would certainly be fitting, I think.
So once again, that's on Hulu from our friends at Searchlight. I would say as the night started, I was a little worried that we were going to not have that many awards because it's kind of like they did the Soul ones and then a big old long drought, but we ended strong with Nomadland and the United States versus Billie Holiday. Kyle, what were your thoughts of the evening?
Well, I'll admit that I didn't watch all of it because I wanted to watch Bob's Burgers and Family Guy, but I caught the beginning and the end. And yeah, like you said, so basically I saw most of the Disney awards.
That's great.
Getting I guess what you'd consider the big 2 awards of the night or close to it. At least the biggest of the night. Obviously, they saved the best for last.
Yeah, I mean, definitely got the biggest award. And then, Disney, if not, winning animation is always kind of important for them. I mean, because of what Disney is. A little bit of a surprise that I think that Borat's subsequent movie film won for Best Comedy or Musical. Not saying it's not good, but I think we were all kind of pulling for Hamilton because Hamilton's not eligible for an Oscar. So this was really its chance to win something. So, I think maybe its unconventional presentation might have hindered it a bit as it's not a straight musical, like a film musical. But
maybe they also figured it's won enough stuff. Like we all know. Like
I would also
something
say
that's actually made for the thing.
To Tina Fey and Amy Poehler's point, Hamilton was a Pluvy or Pluvy, whereas Borat's subsequent movie film was a movie. Maybe that had something to do with it.
That's what I was thinking.
And I mean, and this is not getting into Disney at all, but when it comes to television comedy, I think it's amazing that Apple TV is able to take a character from NBC's promotion for the Premier League or whatever that was and turn it into a Golden Globe winning and beloved series, like comedy series. Who saw that coming?
Apparently, it is very, very good, and I need to see it.
Kyle, what do you think Tracy Morgan was saying? What movie did he say won? Do you have money on that?
I didn't see that part.
Oh, he mispronounced Soul as like Sal. Alex, you probably can do it.
He said Sal, and then he looked at it for a moment, and then he started laughing, and he realized he said it wrong.
Did he say he was going to get that movie pregnant?
No, but they did when they introduced him. They said the man who has 0 of the acronyms in EGOT. Like that was how Tina Fey and Amy Poehler introduced.
He said, I think they said 4 awards away from.
Yeah, he was 4 awards away from an EGOT. Tracy,
it was so good.
On 30 Rock, his character was going after the EGOT.
Going for the EGOT. I will also say, in Hamilton's defense, Lin-Manuel Miranda has already EGOTed, and the G does not stand for Golden Globe.
What's the G?
Grammy.
Oh, Grammy.
Grammy, yeah.
I mean,
But,
Grammy.
What did he win an Oscar for? Oh, Moana.
Moana.
I knew that.
You're not winning trivia next time. You better brush up before your next cruise.
I was going to say he's on the course to LEGOT. So.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe bet eventually. Yeah. Unless,
that's Disney legend, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
He has to be getting it soon.
LEGOT.
Wouldn't be surprised.
And so Bobby Lopez, too, will also be a LEGOT.
Yeah.
Bobby Lopez will be a LEGOT.
Right now, it's just Whoopi, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Whoopi's the only LEGOT.
She was the first. I think she's still the only, but because that was the last Expo. So yeah, I guess it could have been if someone else who had already been a legend and had the rest of the 3 could have won awards in the meantime.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, time's not up on Anika Noni Rose, Jodie Benson, Mandy Moore. Can happen.
So, any other?
I think I heard Becca say Mencken from the other room. So maybe.
Oh yeah, Mencken.
Mencken already EGOTed.
But he's a LEGOT, right?
Oh yeah, he's a LEGOT. Yeah, okay. Whoopi and Mencken.
But Whoopi was first.
That's what I thought Menks was about. I was a little confused. Just kidding.
Do you know where Citizen Kane had its Hollywood premiere?
Yes, the El Capitan. If you've ever walked into the El Capitan, something lets you know. Very fast.
I enjoyed this presentation because I've stayed at the Beverly Hilton and I've been to the Rainbow Room, so I felt like I was there.
I've always wanted to go to the Rainbow Room, but I've never had the opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that I've been to the Rainbow Room, but I've stayed at the Beverly Hilton, and I have seen what's his name from Blackish, who presented Anthony Anderson. I've seen Anthony Anderson both times I've been there, just like walking through the lobby. And so when he presented tonight, I was like, does he live there?
I have an interesting Merv Griffin story about the Beverly Hilton, but I'll save that for another time. So the Oscar nominations will be March 15th, presumably on Good Morning America. And Lee will be up early to take care of all that for us. And then the broadcast will be at the end of April. And that's on ABC. So we'll get all the synergy. Although we won't, I don't think we'll have like ads for whatever it was, that debris every 10 seconds like we did tonight. But we don't need to wait till March 15th for fun. We have a chock full day tomorrow. So starting at 8 o'clock, we'll debut our March highlights video, get the month off to the right start. Then at 9 o'clock, our review for Raya and the Last Dragon will go live. Alex, social reaction, not a review, go.
I feel like Kumandra is the kind of place that you are going to want to visit, and I secretly hope they build it at Animal Kingdom.
At 10 o'clock, we have Alex's Kid 90 review. At 11 o'clock, our Max Boss Level review. 1:30 Marvel Monday with Mac and Becca. Then at 3:45, Kyle and I will be live blogging Bob Chapek. What? At Morgan Stanley Investor Conference.
So shiny.
At 5 o'clock, at a special time due to Bob Chapek, we have Disney Parks Talk Live. And at 7:30, we'll be talking about the aforementioned United States versus Billie Holiday. So we've got a full slate of crazy tomorrow. So Lee, you ready to go to bed and get going for tomorrow?
Yep, I am ready.
So anyone got anything to say before we go?
I congratulations to all the Globey winners.
Say the Chadwick Boseman moment was really nice.
My gosh, yes. I felt really bad for like Bryce Dallas Howard having to follow that.
Yeah.
Like how do you walk out onto the stage composed after that speech from his wife?
Yeah.
And I'll say for all the annoying tech issues, the one good redeeming quality of this sort of setup is kind of the same as the Emmys, is where you have the family of the nominee celebrating in the room with them. That's really cool. And we got to see that with the lady that won for Billie Holiday. So that was
super
cool.
Otherwise, not great setup.
I love
the Zoom call with the actors trying to talk while going to commercial just didn't work, and they needed to pull that.
I love
playing them off
husband
was
using his phone to play her off.
Don Cheadle going like this. That was awesome.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. We will be back starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow Pacific time with all sorts of crazy. So thank you much for the panel for joining us as we celebrate Disney's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 awards. We're one-hander. 2 for Nomadland, United States for Billie Holiday, and 2 for Soul. So thanks so much. We want to wish Tommy Toon a very happy birthday, and we'll see you tomorrow.